Hey, Panda family, Miss Fisher here, and I'm excited to be able to read to you today a chapter from Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. It's been a few chapters, but today I'm going to read to you chapter 30. Let's read. We'll just play one bookshelf, said Kyle. Because we're a team now, right, bro? Said Miguel. Right. Plus, we don't have all day. Well, said Akimi, technically we do. In fact, we have the rest of today and tomorrow till noon. We've got like 19 hours left, said Miguel. But Charles and the others, said Sierra, they could beat us. Right, said Kyle. After all, he is a Chiltington. And according to Sir Charles, they never lose. Miguel, you're the newest member of the team. You spin first. Miguel rubbed his hands together, limbered up his fingers, practiced flicking his index finger off his thumb, made sure he had a good snap and follow through. Would you hurry up and spin before my brain explodes? Pleaded Akemi. No problem. Miguel flicked the plastic pointer. It whirled around the cardboard square decorated with a sunburst of 10 colorful triangles. Booyah! The triple zeros. General knowledge. That's not so great, said Kyle. How come? You get to move 0 spaces. Oh, bummer. Akimi shot up her hand. Yes, said Kyle. Do we really have to spin and count spaces and all that junk? We have a deadline. Clocks everywhere are ticking against us. Maybe we can just pull a pink card, suggested Sierra. It's really not how you play the game, said Kyle. We're not really playing this game, Kyle, said Akimi. We're playing the other game, the big game, the one with the ginormous prize. I have to agree, said Akimi. I have to agree with Akimi, said Miguel. Fine, said Kyle. It's against the rules, but pull a pink card. You sure, bro? Just pull a pink. Miguel quickly sorted the new deck into 10 stacks of different colors. He pulled the pink on the top of its pile. These are different from the regular cards. He turned it over and showed it to the group. 0 plus 27 plus 4 tenths equals question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Easy peasy, said Akimi. The answer is 27.4 because the 0 doesn't change the sum. Not in math, said Miguel. But this isn't math. This is the Dewey Decimal System, and there's always 3 numbers to the left of the decimal point. We need to find a book with a call number 027.4, added Sierra. Fine, said Akimi, but I guarantee you it isn't a math book. The team made their way around the balcony, circling the Dewey Decimal doors. Here we go, said Miguel. He slid his library card into a reader on a door labeled 000. Okay, said Miguel. In here, we're gonna find general knowledge, almanacs, encyclopedias, bibliographies, books about library science. It's a science? Said Akimi. Where do they keep the chemicals? In the library paste, choked Sierra, who was loosening up. She hadn't read one page of a book in hours. Found it, said Miguel, reaching up to pull a book off the shelf. 0.027.4. Man, it's old. Look how yellow the pages are. So what's the antique's title? Asked Akimi. Get to Know Your Local Library by Amy Alessio and Aaron Downey. Miguel held the book so everybody could see the cover. It was illustrated with a cartoony-looking detective in a checkered hat who was holding up a magnifying glass to examine books on a shelf. Looks like a library guide for kids, said Miguel, opening the cover to read one of the inside pages. First publication was way back in 1952. He flipped through a few pages. It explains the Dewey Decimal System, contains a glossary of library terms, a brief history of libraries. He reached the back of the book. Awesome. What? Asked Kyle as he and the others moved closer to see what Miguel had found. It's an old-fashioned book slip from the Alexandriaville Public Library. The one they tore down? Yup. And this card, tucked into a sleeve, glued to the back cover, comes from the olden days when they used to stamp the date the book was due on a grid, and you had to fill in your name under issued to. And look who checked this book out on the 26th of May in 1964. Kyle and the others looked. Luigi Limoncello! Down on the first floor, Charles used his library card to open the door to the community meeting room A. Who is to have access to this room? Cooed a soothing voice from the ceiling. Me and my teammates, said Charles. Andrew Peckelman and Haley Daly. Thank you. Please have Andrew Peckelman and Haley Daly swipe their cards to the reader now. Both of them did. Thank you. Entrance to Community Meeting Room A will be limited to those approved by the host, Charles Chiltington. Have a good meeting. Charles and his team entered the sleek, ultra-modern, white-on-white conference room. There were 12 comfy chairs set up around a glass tabletop and a cabinet filled with top-of-the-line audiovisual equipment. You can write on the walls, said Andrew. They're like the smart boards at school. Excellent, said Charles, clasping his hands behind his back and pacing around the room. Now, when we find all 12 pictograms and lay them out according to their position in the staff picks display case, they will create a phrase for that, I'm quite certain, and will tell us exactly how to exit this library without triggering any alarms. Therefore, it is time for all of us to lay our cards on the table. Haley nodded and pulled 2 more silhouettes out of the back pocket of her jeans. I found one of these in a cookbook, she said. The other was in a juvenile fiction, Nancy Drew, The Mystery at Lilac Inn. There are blank note cards in this drawer, announced Andrew. We should use them as placeholders for the books we still need to find. They laid out a 3x4 grid of cards on the tabletop. What does it mean? Said Andrew. Simple, said Charles. It means we need to find those other 6 books. All right, that's the end of chapter 30. See you soon.